Folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Farm Sim 15. Got a map review for you today. I do. And this is Griskabudis, which I do believe maybe means greyhound. I could be right off the wall with that, but there you go. In fact, it is Griskabudis map, and then in quotations, realistic version 1. So, right off the bat, let's throw a few good, bad, and indifference out there about this map. It is a very large file. It's about 895 megs, so darn near a gig in size. It has a ton of scripts attached, things like player camera. I think that's about right. Yeah, there we go. As well as a few mods, like vehicle type mods, but not actually vehicles, things like the ROS transport box, and a couple of things like that, a placeable. There are some map viable objects on here. There is, well, probably a good dozen scripts that have been added, as you can see, including the soil mod. So, with that said, let's move on to the version 1 part. To be really blunt about it, if you have any sort of level cap on your internet at all, as this is almost a gig, personally I would wait till that version number became something else. There are some, I wouldn't say errors as such, although we'll get to that, but there are indeed things that you'll find that you're going to figure, well, there's something missing here, and you're probably right. Alright, some nice shed here. Map door trigger is included, and very, very useful, because you need it for one of a million doors, or a million of a million doors, actually, I guess. But you can use it on any one of a million doors on the map. Again, here's some sort of vehicular storage, and this is another kind of a thing. If this is actually what these are, these buildings are a complete waste. I parked my pickup truck, the game pickup, the peak up, or whatever the heck they call it, in here. And when you close the doors, it actually rammed the back end of it up the wall. That's how small a space that is. Now, that was in one of the standard size ones. These are the great big ones, as you can see. But yeah, in the standard size ones, did not even fit a pickup truck. So you will have to pick and choose as which ones of these you try and put your vehicles into. And then be very careful when you close the door that it doesn't pile your vehicle up in some odd shape. So that's apparently, this is where you spawn, and I do believe this is sort of all that is in this area. Is this particular building for storing, what do we got here? Welcome! Brand new farm in Jornholm. If you continue down this slope, you get to... Alright, well... I didn't find that when I did my little tour of the map. I didn't come into this particular room. Wow. Alright then. So, that's the sort of thing I mean. You're going to get the feeling after you've been on the map for a while that it's maybe a version 1.1 at least could be required. The other thing is this. Although you can't see me or hear me, I'm actually pressing the tab key. And look what happens. I jump directly to our purple pickup. The reason for that is, if we look at our info panel, we can see we have the stock gear for fruits and veggies and grains. Well, okay, some people say potatoes are a fruit. They're idiots, but some people say that. Oh, here we go, tomatoes. So there are fruits. Fruits, veggies, and grains. There you are. We've also got washed potatoes, compost, stained seed, because it has the seed master. There is a Milk Max, like the unit that I was using on Sosnovka, for those of you that were following that particular series. You have your pigs, you have your beefs, you have your silage, which on this map I do believe you can only feed to your critters because there is no biogas. 4 sell points we have an Agravis. Let's head back up here, which will buy your grains and such. You have the biomass, which of course buys your wood chips. We've got this fine, lovely spot here, which buys exactly the same as the agravis. We've got the Adica, which buys corn. And, oh, I'm sorry, no. Potatoes and washed potatoes. You have a place you can buy sake? No, I don't know. Another sell point here that's buying your grains. You've got your butcher, which, again, now, why would I even buy pigs? Why would I bother to drag grains to the pig shed? Why would I bother to haul their poop away? Why would I do any of that for $1 a ton? I'm serious. I mean, why? I run into 4 or 5 maps. Now, is this sort of a default thing? And the map author simply forgot to change that? Because, I mean, we got $3.57 a ton for beef. All right. $1 a ton. Like I said, you dump 1 trailer full of corn in there to feed them, and that's 1 of 6 things they need, and you'll never get your money back. All right, we got the station. Buys, well, all of our upper stuffs again. Transport company, which is so nice, they'll buy just about anything as long as it did actually grow in the ground and you haven't washed it. And that's it. So not a whole bunch of places to go with these things, but you don't really need it either. I don't, not a big fan of places that have 10,000 sell points on the map. So there you go. That's storage and prices. $22.98. Okay. I've seen it range anywhere from $22.80 up. So here's your first look at the map. Okay, here your triggers are still marked and such, so the map author does need to clean up the mini map a little bit. Same thing, the yellow dot there. As near as I can tell, things are where they appear on the map, i.e. in so much as, you know, if you're traveling down this path here, it doesn't show you traveling over here or along here or that sort of thing. As to the actual buildings, again, as we get on and in to the map, we will see what's going on with that. So, fields and crops. Well, yeah, this is a little odd. Now, as you can see, other than, well, these are probably these are backyard gardens, these tiny speckles of wheat. Yeah, this larger one here, well, again, it's certainly not a field, is it? So, but beyond that, all that's ready is grass, and that's a good thing because, like I said, you don't start with any vehicles, nor do you start with any money. Well, $12,000 on easy mode. I'm not really sure what the map author expects you to do in that scenario, because there's also no money cheat, or, oh, I guess you got to borrow money from the bank. Sorry, I'm so used to using guild cheat that I just, oh yeah, there's a bank. You can throw yourself hideously in debt, even though you actually start the game, of course, $100,000, and I don't know what that one is. That's a mod for something, and I have no idea. You start, of course, 100 grand in debt, so I guess you get yourself 200 grand in debt, so you can buy some tiny equipment to get your farm running. So there's fruit types, then we get all the usual here. There are no missions, or no gold coins, or purple horseshoes, or pink hearts, or yeah. And pigs and beefs, which of course are on the map. So there's a look at our info card, and of course now I'm actually standing halfway under the map. Upsie, thank you. Here, how about we just leap in and leap out. Alright, now we're at the right height. I'm currently, in fact, way down there. Where we have the everything scribbled on top of everything. Again, something that needs to be sorted out on maps like this. You know, why would you put every label on top of every other label? Thankfully enough, I can come down here and sort of figure out what's going on. Other than I'm fairly sure that although they show planks here, this in fact is where you sell logs. You also have the choice of, they've got an in-ground chipper as we used on, was it Sosnovka? I think I even dropped one in Pleasant Valley. They're a nice unit. So you've got that, and so here is your basically log and wood chip sales. Now, if I can find my way out of here. Ah, yeah. Again, this is the sort of thing that makes me wonder if maybe this map needs a little bit of TLC. Oh, I see. There's actually, it's supposed to be off the ground. Well, that's just weird. Huh. Well, my apologies on that one. I didn't realize that that was an actual thing. It just doesn't look like a thing, you know? Can I open this? No. Hello? Hello? Oh, big stack of boards. WCB catches you up here, they're just going to have at you. Alright. So there we are. This is apparently where we can deal with all the Woodley products. That's cool. I can sort of hover over that thing. So yeah, and this is way down the bottom corner. Another thing that kind of makes me question the validity here. Yeah, that's an amazing skybox, isn't it? Because it's an actual box. Alright, let's go across the road where we have the transport company, the... okay, that would be... the, where is it? No, not those, not, okay, the transport company, oop, darn, and I think it's this thing, Sakui, yeah, Superior, that one, and I'm just not even going to try to say it because I'm just horrible, and everybody that lives in that country will hate me forever. Then we have the Centrale del Latte Il Nostro, which is a dairy, I think, because we have the Milk Max, right, so we can sell our dairy products, right, and, well, would appear if you can tip right there, you're good to go. Otherwise, that was a, hello, a quick in and out. Hup, hup. Over here was our shipping company. It's something. Alright. Again, with Farm Sim 15, it is a game played at an international kind of audience. It would be nice if people use symbols. Here we go, here's our tip here. You know, and just freely slapped them up on things like tip points, storage points, and collection points, and yeah, there's even some really pretty ones out there that kind of enhance any mapping decor. Yes, I know, pet peeve. I likes to look at the pretty pictures. Alright, so that is collectively about half your sales points down there. So let's find our way out of here. And what I'm doing right now, okay, inside camera shake. I don't know if I even dare. Do we want to have a look here? Whoa. Alright, well I don't think we need that on. So what do we got? Left control, inside camera, roll pitch on. Huh. Yeah, I think we're just going to turn those off. Left control 5, left control 6. Let's try that. I don't know. Do you really notice anything different? We almost seem to be sitting kind of far forward, don't we? Anyway, let's get the heck out of there and continue on. Move that out of the way. There are a lot of these sort of things, and it does add a little bit of realism, I guess, to the map, and it certainly helps break up the rectangularity of the fields. There is none in that, so there'll be no hired workers here, although I would imagine, well, unless issues like that would mess with it. Yeah, that's weird how that grass texture comes in and out in the field. But unless that would mesh with it, I imagine you'd be fine with auto combine. You'd certainly want to use something because the fields are not, as you can see, small. They are in fact ginormous. So whatever your bank loan manages to get you, it ain't gonna be enough, man. These fields are huge. Alright, let's continue on. And this is a recurrent theme throughout this map, is these little tiny sort of 1 or 2 or 3 houses tucked at the end of a road out between fields. Really quite neat. You know, it's a very pretty map. It looks good. A lot of texture errors and stuff, and well, I mean, not visible texture errors, where things like there at the edge, that's, yeah, where overlaps of different road materials and things are causing flickering and that sort of thing. But all in all, I mean, not that big a deal. A lot of maps end up with that issue, and you can usually clean it up a bit. So here we go. I guess this is the actual main town of Greyhound, or Griskabudis. We'll call it that, because I don't really know if it means Greyhound. I just think it does. You guys are going, oh my god. Yeah. You're not looking to take over Kissinger's job, that's for sure. Okay. I just wanted to see if there was, you know, relevant feed. So apparently somewhere about here we can sell our wool. The spinnery should be on this road. Ah, I guess we gotta go around the corner. Boop, 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 boop. And it's somewhere over there. Oh, I was probably supposed to go around the next, because I think I'm driving on the sidewalk now. And it would be, conveniently enough, way back here. There you go. Oh. Well, that's not the spinnery. It shows a ball of wool. But is this not, yeah. Okay, this is actually your, shop, your garden center, as it were. They sell saplings and vegetables. Excellent. Except you can't actually buy the vegetables. I guess you have to be like a member of the club. Oh, and there's milk from the Milk Max thing. Cool. I recognize those barrels. Alright, I suppose we were supposed to go this way, were we? Loverly little village. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, let's sneak through there. Huh. Alright, well, those don't have any sort of tip or flip or anything else. I think, again, this may just be some decorative type stuff. So let's move on. Nothing else here. Oops, I think that's the one. Not sure what side of the road they drive on. There's no traffic. Alright, so we should start with fueling. Alright, there we go. There's a fuel tank. Alright, well this is where we also started with our storage, isn't it? Huh. And here's what I mean about these storage things. Standard pickup. Let's get her right up against the wall. Bump. Just to confirm. Bump. There we go. See the tire spin? Yeah, we're against the wall. And out we go. Let's close the door. Bye-bye, Mr. Purple Pickup. Alright, let's open her up. And let's see if the truck slides down the wall a little bit again. Huh. Well, that time it didn't. I wonder if maybe I left it parked a couple inches out so it exactly fits a pickup. My apologies. I probably had it there or something. So, anyway, well, cool. So you can use those to store vehicles that aren't longer in a pickup truck. There's also, I believe, the hardpoint extension. Because if we go to our mods, Bump, bump. And I have none of this is installed by me. And go to placeables. We see we have this, a workshop, hardpoint workshop for the big parts. And I believe I also came across a, yeah, see, it includes that, this, a maintenance trailer. Again, hardpoint trailer for workshop smaller parts. So, there you go. So there's that. The buildings next door are the exact same thing. It's more storage. In fact, this is the one I tested. Yeah, this is where I tested the pickup. So, let's carry on from here. This is also our spawn point. So, spawn point and fueling point. And across the road, I'm not sure. That almost looks like gravel or something. These doors don't actually open. So, I don't know. Some sort of storage, I guess. We can drive into the fence. But over here, we start our animal collection. Hooked on the bumper. Open this up, and we find our sheep. Oddly enough. Hello. One fake sheep, one real sheep. Another fake sheep. But if we go outside, we'll find it's actually a little yard here, and the sheep that you buy get put out here. And then I guess they go in this door. Yeah, there we go. So now we know that's, yeah. Oh, usually those work. Alright, so that's the first one, and it's our sheep facility. You can see we got some more woolly crunchies out here. Next one over. I'm just not going to bother. All the doors do open, but I'm just not going to bother. Is cows. There's our milk robot. These are all static eye fake cows. Doink. And you have, here we are. Map viable objects. Let's just get some viable object money in place. There we are. So for $18,900 we can purchase this. We're gonna do that. Poof. There we go. There's your Milk Max machine. And again, as we did demo on the other one, I believe you need to coat universal trailers to unload and load this thing with milk. But or no, it uses the heck is it? It dumps these barrels, so you got to have some way to pick up the barrels. And then I take it there's a sell point at the dairy. That would make the most sense. In here we've got the second part of the cow sheds. Now I have bought all the animals, but I don't actually see any real animals here. Like I would expect to see a meadow full. Maybe they're back here. Yeah, I hear you. Obviously we've got our liquid poop system. Well, I just don't see any actual real cows. However, moving right along, here's our piggies. Doing the roly-poly. Good, good. Good to see they're happy pigs. You know, see, oddly enough, this building, the doors auto open. It's just a thing, man, just a thing. And last but not least, we have Biffs. Wiggle your ears, waggle your tails, it's all good. Alright, and here's our solid poop refinery things. Yay. Alright, so that, now, see, according to the map markers as well, that very first couple of sheds we looked in should in fact have contained real live cows. Or maybe we just didn't go far enough. Ah, we have another shed. No, that's our sheep shed, isn't it? Yep, that's sheep's. Alright. So there's the sheep's. Yeah. So we get real sheep, but we don't seem to get real cows. They're not, no, okay. And this is supposed to be our chickens over here. Oh, maybe it is. They're all way the heck out in that big yard. Look at that, eh? The cows don't get anything. Look at the yard the chickens get. Hey, buddy. Oh, that's not gonna work for you, is it, dude? Really? They locked you away from all the What the heck? Okay, see, I think that might be, I mean, I realize it's only a simulator. They don't actually have to physically get together. But, again, yeah, I think poor Mr. Rooster, unless it's part of his little chicken walk and he just goes through the fence at will, which wouldn't surprise me. There we are. We have an egg. So here's your chickens. So all your critters are sort of centralized, although, again, it does worry me that I don't physically see cows, you know, because somehow I'm pretty sure I bought the darn things. I mean, I did, you know, I don't have to look it up, I just know that I did. Alright, let's move along anyway, shall we? I had thought this might be some sort of grain thing, but it's not, so that's why that door is open. Again, texture issues all over the place. Oh, speaking of issues and errors, when I finished my first lookabout on the map, here's a, for no particular reason, scale, 2180? 2180, perfect, it works. I looked at the log, and the log had, well, an entire scrollable page of the same error repeated, and it had to do with actually moving the character. So I'm thinking it was probably the player camera control. So soil mod, this is an important room. This is all of your Furtzes, calxes, all that happy snappy stuff. Yeah, there was a physics error related to the player actor. So, and like I said, it repeated huge amounts of times, all in one string, like scroll. Alright, so that's pretty much everything on that big cluster. So from here, if we look at the main map, we don't want to be going that way, because there's, well, nothing there. Actually, yeah, we can get to... Oh, it looks like I was wrong. It's not the Saki Sakapduti thing down below there. It was the other one, because that's way the heck up top. But anyway, we're going to go this way. And then we will head down and check out the points below. As you can see, again, the fields are absolutely huge. And most of them have issues. Like that one, I don't know that you could even use courseplay or auto combine because of the large thingulets in the middle. Again, some odd texturing going on where the roads meet. Come on, get up there, little truck. As said, there's a fair bit of that on the map. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, where the realistic part. Not trying to say this is any kind of a slam, but if you look at it, the entire map is pretty much, you know, bedsheet flat. Now here's where you can load sand, by the way, except for where it's raised up to roads and such, like here. Right? And you drive down, and now this is flat all the way across to the horizon, pretty much. Here we go. Fill her up, boy. Because, yeah, sand is a thing on this map. So that's where you would get it. So there's that. Here's the Nova River. Pretty little river. Over here, we have, that's pretty funny, a puddle right in the middle, and yet, ta-da, you say, I thought there was a puddle in the middle. Yeah, I said I would wait till version 1 point something, possibly even version 2. So here we go, right across the road, we have the, let's look, Daegu something, so, this place. Nice. Alright. So we know that's there. And there's another one again written right underneath it. If you guys can make it out, well, more power to you. But obviously a tip point with a weigh scale, etc. 2180, so you know the truck's the same as it always is. That's good. Through the scale you go and tip where? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Yeah. Oh. As soon as you get off the scale, dummy. Right there. So, there's that sales point taken care of. Oh, really? I'm that bad? Okay. Now, of course, we're there. Yeah. And it is a long way to anywhere else. But we'll get there. We can actually, you got to be really careful if you decide to just cut straight across the map, because there are a few places where there's creeks and rivers and such, and they're not terribly friendly. Again, just really long road, big fields. With all of these little, let's say, sort of tiny little farmhouse areas. I mean, it's a very pretty map. It's very nice that way. Just needs a few things ironed out, which is no big deal. The map author's done a wonderful job to this point. There's no reason to think that a little more spit and polish, this won't be absolutely exceptional. How we doing here? Not really where I want to be, but see, this is one of the things that would probably end up getting just a little bit annoying, is that you kind of have to keep coming back to the center and then branching way back out to all those things. So here we have the transport company, the Adika, and the potato washer. But those we've already looked at. It doesn't really explain this. What this is your Seedmaster. So there you go. Seedmaster 2K, right? I believe this is it. Yeah. Seedmaster. We all know who that works. We've used that on several maps. None of these buildings are accessible. So you do have a grain tip here. Now whether any of it comes out those other spouts, I'm not sure. I don't seem to be able to drive up on there. Okay. A little bit of overhang on the hitbox from that one fence, I guess. Not a big deal. Continuing on. I do believe those are our tomato greenhouses there. Is that the road? No, that wouldn't be the road I'm supposed to take. How do I get to them? Ah, looks like it was right when we came in on the other end. Well, maybe not. No, there's no road on that side either. So I'm sure there's a proper way in and out. And there's my way. Yeah, here's your tomato greenhouses. And they require, I think, food and ferts or something similar. Maybe it'll give us a read. Really? You're not going to tell me? Should tell you right here what's in it. There we go. Fuel mist. Okay, that's, I think, fertilizer, actually. And water. So, yeah. And then you can, it'll spit tomatoes out of that box on the side. Now, here's how we were supposed to get in here. Of course, it's obvious. Thump, thump. Right. Now, bloody heck, we're going the wrong way again. Oh no, it does curve around. Alrighty. So there's where we were. We checked out that facility where we can tip some grains. Now again, we gotta come pretty much back to the very center of the map, so that we can find a way to circle around and go down to the other one. And it's always easier said than done. Oops. Oh, good. I thought I was going to owe the municipality money, but luckily it's one of those ones that doesn't actually work. Okay, here we go. I believe this will take us where we want to go. Yeah, like I say, you're going to spend a lot of your time doing this. So I'm just going to head up to this last spot, and then I think that'll pretty much cover it, because you guys should have a really good idea by now of what the map is composed of. Again, really nice map. It doesn't appear you need to actually buy any of the fields. It would appear that they come as you are kind of thing. At least I haven't seen a bouncing ball in any of them. None of them are, well, they're not even numbered, so I can't see how you could actually end up having to sell them. Oh, is this the one we started at? Don't tell me. It is too. Oh. Anyways, as I said, I think you can get a pretty good idea from our little tour about the map. I guess I should have gone up to the top. What we have going on. So, again, really nicely done. For the most part, like, the map author just needs to come in and do a little more polish on this, and this should be quite a nice map. So again, because of the file size, you know, I can't really 100% recommend picking this map up at this time. Again, once the version number changes, then we should be on to something pretty darn nice here. I mean, a lot of attention to detail went in. You know, there's certainly that to be said. And when you find that, it usually means that if another version is released, it's pretty spiffy. So, with that, if you enjoyed the review, please hit the like button. Really helps out the channel, guys. Feel free to favorite and share and do all that YouTubey stuff. And above all, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 15, having a look at the Griskabudis Map Realistic version 1 for Farm Sim 15. Whew. Take care of each other, folks. Ciao for now.